This is the story, the fantastically true story, of Herbert A. Philbrick, who for 9 frightening years did lead 3 lives. Average citizen, high-level member of the Communist Party, and counter-spy for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. For obvious reasons, the names, dates, and places have been changed, but the story is based on fact. One of the jobs of a counter-spy is to uncover enemy espionage. In a moment, you'll see a communist spy ring, its operation, and its target.
There's nothing new or unusual looking about those planes, is there? If you didn't know, you wouldn't suspect that they're hiding the world's most secret power plant.
No, you wouldn't.
What they've done, you see, is to conceal this radically new engine in a conventional airplane.
I understand that, but isn't it correct that in their effort at concealment they failed and the secret is no longer a secret?
Yes and no. We've stolen a lot of information about the engine, comrade, but not enough. Now they've discovered what we know, we've got to change our tactics.
Who slipped, comrade? How'd they find out?
Who or how doesn't matter. It matters only that we complete our mission. That's why you're here, comrade. There's a commercial plane out of the field next door at 4:45. You'll be aboard. Here's your ticket and full instructions. Destroy them before you land.
Yes, comrade.
Yes?
The Philbrick's here.
We'll send him in. Well, thanks for coming in, Herb.
Don't mention it. Nothing unusual about a communist dropping into the local FBI office for a chat.
I wouldn't have called you in if this hadn't been a matter of tremendous urgency.
Oh, yeah. This, huh?
Yes. We're sure they can't build the engine yet, but they've managed to pick up some information. Enough, we feel, that they're going to try awfully hard to pick up the rest.
Where do I come in?
The parts of this engine are spread out among a lot of plants, Herb. Some of them right here in town.
You think the communists will try to infiltrate these plants?
They can try. It's tough. Every plant employee has undergone a rigid security check. And the unions and plant management double-check everybody on their own. But the comrades can try, and they undoubtedly will. I can't give you any kind of a lead, Herb. My calling you in here was strictly a shot in the dark.
Gosh, I haven't heard a thing.
You probably won't among the rank and file. This thing is too big for the average member to know about.
Yet if they are going to try this kind of project, somebody I run into will have heard about it. Tell you what I could do. I could spend as much time as possible at party headquarters. I could offer my services for any kind of job they have. They like that.
That's liable to be too dangerous, Herb. As a volunteer for the FBI, I can't ask you to take chances like that.
You haven't asked me.
Well, see what kind of information you can pick up around headquarters. Any new activity, any new members. Any bit of information will help us. But don't go any further than that. And don't try to contact me. I'll get in touch with you.
Right.
Thanks, Herb.
So long.
Goodbye.
Don't even try to be careful now. Just casual. You're just another person coming out of the post office building. Routine stuff. Like you bought a stamp or mailed a letter. Nothing to hide. Not even from the comrades. Speaking of the comrades, next thing to do is get down to communist headquarters and see what you can find out. Get everything set in your mind. Every move you make, every word you speak has to be figured in advance. A very secret member of the party can't be seen walking in the front door in broad daylight. Detour as usual, Philbrick. You've had enough practice to take it for granted by now. Sneak down the alley to the back door. The route may vary, but the pattern never does.
Comrade Herb.
Hello, Comrade Mary. Everything okay?
Fine. What brings you here?
Well, I had a little time off at the office, so I thought I'd drop around and see if I could be of help.
Oh, we always need help.
Well, good.
Oh, excuse me.
Sure.
Conrad Herb, I'm getting out the educational mailing. You can stuff envelopes. Not quite in your line, but it has to be done.
No job is unimportant if it furthers the proletarian revolution.
There they are.
Sounds like there's quite a meeting down the hall.
I think that has something to do with the industrial group. That's been going on. They've been coming and going all day.
Something important, huh?
It's really not my business, comrade.
That's it, Philbrick. Your stop sign. Let it go at that. Don't let Comrade Mary get suspicious. She can be an important friend, if you can use the word friend in connection with a communist. Oh. Glad that's done. You know, I never realized how much work you do every week getting out this mailing list.
It's quite a job. You saved me a couple of hours' work. Thanks.
Okay.
Shop steward, Dan, you'll remain at the... That's all, comrades.
Comrade Herb, do you know Comrade Walker?
I'm very glad to know you, comrade.
How do you do?
What with him? Is he sore about something?
Oh, nothing. He's just preoccupied. He's working on something big.
I've never seen him before. Who is he?
He's from out of town.
I wish the party considered me capable of doing more important work.
Well, as far as tomorrow's meeting is concerned, I'm sure they feel you don't have enough knowledge of industrial affairs.
They ought to know after you've been in the advertising game as long as I have, you know a little bit about everything. I've got the time right now to be of real service to the party. If they just let me.
I'm sure they'll call on you if they need you. Goodbye, comrade.
Bye. Wonder who Comrade Walker is. Strange commie from out of town who doesn't want to talk, and who doesn't want to be talked about. Well, give it time, Philbrick. You've done the best you can for now. Nothing else to do but wait and hope. Hope that you get a call that'll put you somewhere near the answers you're looking for. Relax, Philbrick. You're leading another life now. Keep your mind on business. You did everything you could. They'll know where to find you if they want you. What time would the meeting start? It's probably going on now. Any calls for me?
No, there aren't, Mr. Philbrick.
If there are any, I'll be right here in the office.
Right.
No calls, Philbrick. No, don't call headquarters. No member's that eager to help. Unless he wants to pass on information to somebody else, like maybe the FBI. Hello?
Philbrick, Walker.
Yes, Mr. Walker.
Meet me at this address in half an hour. 9633 Brandon Boulevard.
Right, Mr. Walker. I'll be there. .9633 Brandon Boulevard. Just an ordinary drugstore. But how ordinary? You'll find out in a hurry. Just pretend to be a customer, and pretty soon another customer will walk up beside you and exchange a casual word. You'll say, "Follow me out back quietly, easily, so you don't draw attention to yourself."
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
I understand you don't feel the party's taking full advantage of your talents.
Well, it's just that I always think we can do more.
Good comrade helps best by just following orders. You take shorthand?
Yes, I do.
There's a pad there. Take this down. It's just a routine survey. Name, address, branch or cell, length of time in the party, education, special training, types of equipment in shop, number of machines, specific use of each machine, parts manufactured by each machine. How often does each machine break down? How long does it take to repair? What are replacement parts for each machine? Are they obtained from plant? What is daily quota for each machine?
Keep writing, Philbrick. Don't give even the slightest hint that you realize the importance of this questionnaire. This is no routine survey. He's dictating a key questionnaire of defense plant information.
Weight of each machine. Number of machinists needed for maintenance and operation. All right, that completes it. Cut this stencil here and run off 50 copies on the Memeo. Exactly 50.
This is what Dressler wants, all right. This is something the FBI can sink their teeth into, real, solid evidence that'll stand up in court. Maybe you could make a copy real fast. No. No, that's crazy, Philbrick. It's crazy to even think about that. You know better than even to try such a thing. It's when you think you're alone that you're usually watched the closest. There's nothing suspicious in this, Herb. The backing sheet only cushions the stencil. It's not used for anything. Messy work.
What happened to the notebook, comrade?
It's, oh, it's just under this. Five, 6, 7. Comrade Mary isn't missing a bet. But you've got to outguess her, Philbrick. You've got to find some way to latch onto a copy of this for the FBI. 18, 19, 20. Just one copy, Philbrick. That's all it takes to blow this thing sky high. Use your head, man. Think of a way. 32, 33, 34. Why doesn't she look in the other direction just for a minute? That's all it takes. 40, 41. Time's running out. A few more turns of this handle and it's all over. Maybe she hasn't counted. Maybe I can make one extra and slip it out.
That's 50, comrade. Give me the stencil.
Okay, all set.
There's just one thing more, comrade. That sheet you threw in the wastebasket.
Oh, that. There they are. That was close, Philbrick. They were watching you. How else would she have known you threw it in the wastebasket? No evidence this time, Philbrick. You've fallen on your face. The comrades have won this round.
In answer to your question, a colonizer is a member who can be given a job in an important plant. If he is not already strategically placed, he must be willing to give up his job in a non-essential industry and move into one of the decisive basic industries. Now, each one of you will be given one of these questionnaires on the way out. I want them filled out and returned to me.
50 questionnaires, 50 comrades. 5 here, 45 scattered around at other meetings like this one. Put them all together and you've got 50 key industrial jobs being handled by 50 communists. I hate to think what could happen to national security if all 50 were successful.
Oh, Comrade Herb. Shake hands with Comrade Dan.
Oh, Comrade?
We've talked about you, Herb.
Ever worked a milling machine?
No. No, but if it's for the party, I imagine I could learn right quick.
No, I don't like it, Dan. Even if he got by a security check, he couldn't do you any good for a long time. We haven't got that long.
But I've got to have somebody working with me in the shop. The union's seen to it there's not one single party member left outside myself.
How'd they miss you?
Well, I passed the security check long before I joined the party. If they knew I was a communist, I wouldn't last 10 minutes.
Well, I'd sure like to help. What plant is it?
Never mind. You're not right for that kind of work. I'll let you know when we need you again. You better go now. Come on, I want to talk to you.
Philbrick. This one's your man, Comrade Dan. If you can find out where he works, what he does, Dressler said they'd take it from here, but you don't have any real lead for them, except through Comrade Dan. This is one time you can't plan ahead. Just follow Comrade Dan and trust to luck. Take it easy, Philbrick. Let him get far ahead of you. You've been tailed often enough to know how they do it. Just so long as you keep him in sight, don't even try to get close enough to get his license number. Of all the times for a signal to change. Well, you've lost him now. Looks like someone's tailing you. Turn the corner. See what happens. You can soon tell if he's after you. Just slow down, Philbrick. See what he does. Dressler. You might have known he'd be around someplace. Okay. Just follow him.
Something wrong, mister? Yeah, I seem to be having some trouble here. Huh? What were you doing, Herb?
Playing follow the comrade. Only I didn't get very far. I didn't even get his license number.
Who is he?
Somebody that has something to do with milling machines. I was trying to find out where, but that was my second failure today.
What was your first?
Comrades had me type out a questionnaire. It's the key to this whole thing. Dozens of questions about materials, production, machines. They made 50 copies, exactly 50. Tried to latch onto one, but no go.
Cheer up, Herb. Just knowing that opens the whole thing up. So we better not talk around here. How fast can you get me a written report on what you remember about the questionnaire?
Fast as I can get to a typewriter.
Good. Get me everything you can. About the questionnaire, about the man you were following. I assume he's a part of it, but...
Right. Well, you seem to be all right now, mister.
All right, fine. Thanks a lot, mister.
All right, Philbrick. Get to the typewriter. Get everything you can on paper. Get it to Dressler. He'll know what to do next. And while he gets the wheels in motion, it's a good chance for you to get back to earn a living. You're an advertising man. You've got clients to worry about. Mr. Travis saves the lunch hour for his advertising conferences. You have to listen to his complaints about how the new factories are crowding in on his favorite restaurant. You have to be agreeable when he wants the copy in black on a red background instead of... Wait. Sit right where you are. Don't look after him. Give Comrade Dan a chance to walk away. You don't want any accidental meetings. They can easily become fatal. Maybe you ought to phone Dressler. No, you haven't time. Tell Mr. Travis you left one part of the layouts in your car. You want to get them. That's right. Be nice and casual. There's no rush. All right, Philbrick, take it easy. You're not going to let him get away this time. I thought I just saw my old Army top kid go in. I had forgotten his last name. His first name's Dan.
Dan?
Yeah.
Nobody named Dan went through here.
Oh, a medium-sized fella, losing his hair, wearing a leather jacket.
Well, the last one, his name's Barrett. Al Barrett. You must have made a mistake.
Yeah. Sorry, officer. I guess I did. No, you haven't made a mistake, Philbrick. Comrade Barrett has. This one's on you, comrade, though you can't know it as you go back to your machine. Business as usual, comrade. Play it just as cool as you have, and the foreman will never suspect. He's a busy man. He's got a lot of people besides you under his wing. That's right, Comrade Barrett. Keep your eyes on him.
won't mind if we use his office for a few minutes. Here, sit down. Okay, now what's the trouble?
Well, we got a little dispute for you.
Well, that's what you guys elect a shop steward for, to take care of these disputes. What happened?
They expect miracles. They keep upping the quota and the machine won't take it.
It's the way you're operating it, Tom. You're letting it get away from you.
You try running it, I tell you. It's all fouled up.
Okay, now simmer down. What machine is that?
Number 23, drill press.
Oh, that's one of the top priority secret stuff.
Oh, just a minute. Let me make some notes here, huh? Number 23, drill press. What are you turning out?
It's a part of a turbojet.
Oh, turbojet, uh-huh. What caused the breakdown?
I say it can't take the increased load. They stepped it up 30% shift, and they just can't make it.
How often's it break down?
Once yesterday, once today so far.
How long does it usually take to fix it?
Oh, half an hour or so.
How much does the machine weigh, approximately?
Wait, what does that got to do with it?
Well, I was just thinking, maybe it's pulled loose a little. You could throw it off balance that way.
Yeah, I guess that's right. It's a quarter-ton job.
What kind of replacement parts do you usually take?
Well, yesterday we called engineering, and they had to replace the drive shaft.
There was no possible doubt about it. He was our man, all right.
You sure he didn't see you?
No. I got right out of there.
Good. This might be our first break. You give me Moss, please. Bill, Dressler. Bill, do you still think you know how to operate a milling machine? Fine. I think I've got a job for you. Come in, will you, please? Right. Herb, on the chance that this man Barrett might not pay off for us right away, I'd like you to spend as much time as you possibly can down at party headquarters within the next few weeks. Pick up whatever information you can. Oh, come in, Bill. Herb, you remember Special Agent Moss?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Bill, Herb and I want to brief you on a job.
Yeah, Bill Moss still knows how to operate a milling machine, and even how to handle the situation when his machine breaks down. Here's another chance for more information, Comrade Barrett. At this rate, you'll have that questionnaire filled up in no time. It's a nice setup. No reason for suspicion. You're only doing your duty as a shop steward. The same questions. A new machine, new machinist, but the same old questions, exactly the same as those asked in Comrade Walker's questionnaire. Only neither you nor Comrade Walker could possibly suspect you're getting the answers from Special Agent Moss of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. But while the FBI is putting those answers together, you've still got a job to do, Philbrick. Stick around communist headquarters as long as they'll let you. Try to make friends with Comrade Walker. Try to be around on the days when you know something important is likely to happen.
I think you better be going now.
Okay. Any idea when this present job will be over?
I don't know. I'll keep in touch with you.
Right.
Here's a copy of my preliminary report. It's not completed, but I've got great news. I'm being transferred. A new secret plan. Talk about luck. This is really it.
Jerry. Barrett's being transferred. They're sending him to a new secret plant.
Relax, Herb. We know all about it. We've got them all pinpointed now. Once we had the opportunity of studying Barrett in operation, we knew exactly what to look for elsewhere, and we found it.
Well, I should have known it. I guess I'll never get over being amazed at the way the FBI does its job. But why a secret plant?
That's just it, Herb. There's nothing secret about it.
Maybe it's not as satisfying as if they were arrested and jailed, but there's one thing you can depend on, Philbrick. The FBI knows what it's doing. They're giving the comrades just enough rope to make themselves nice, strong nooses. Closure of secret communist workers enabled the FBI to study the entire espionage operation, and with the cooperation of unions and management, was able to further strengthen the security provisions in all vital defense plants. Next week, another story of communist activities from the files of Herbert A. Philbrick, counter-spy, a man who for 9 years posed as a member of the Communist Party. This is the story, the fantastically true story, of Herbert A. Philbrick, who for 9 frightening years did lead 3 lives. Average citizen, high-level member of the Communist Party, and counter-spy for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. For obvious reasons, the names, dates, and places have been changed, but the story is based on fact. You are about to see the communists smuggle a comrade into the United States and the subversive methods used to ensure the success of their mission. It's a pleasant change to be able to live 1 life instead of 3. To have only 1 problem at hand, getting a new advertising account. No communists, no FBI. Better check with Western Union, see if there are any messages from the office, and then make your big sale.